Hey y'all, thanks for stopping by my kitchen today. I've had a doctor's appointment today and I went and did that and stopped by the store for a little bit and came home and decided I better whoop up a little supper. It's getting late. Today we're going to do a roast that my granny used to do, the way she used to do it all the time. It's really good and it's not that hard to do. But it's so good. I can remember when she gave me the recipe, I called her one day and I said, Granny, how do you make that roast that you make? And I had me a paper and pencil, and I wish I had it to show you, but I'd left it at my mom's house. But it says on there, wash it, salt and pepper it, and I think cook it. The next time I make one of these, or maybe when I get that recipe, I'll post it. And it was so funny. I'm like, well, anybody that didn't know what that was had no idea what it was that I was supposed to be cooking. But it was just funny things you do when you're young. But what we're going to do is we're going to take a chuck roast, and I'm going to show you that. I've already washed mine. And put some salt and pepper and garlic powder on it. Okay, now let me get you over here where you can see it. Okay, and this is it. It's just a chuck roast, and I've already, like I said, washed it. Salt and pepper and garlic powder is on this. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take some flour, and I put a little seasoning in my flour also, the same thing, salt, pepper, and garlic powder. And we're going to put this in here and get the flour on it real good. Let me get my pan going. That grease to getting hot. I think I should have got a little bit bigger platter or something. I didn't know it was this big, but I'm gonna tell you, they shrink so much. But chuck roast is my favorite roast. It's just the more tender of all the roasts to me. Can y'all see? I hope you can. And you just want to get the flour on it real good, get it good and coated everywhere. The purpose for this mainly is we're going to put it in the skillet of, I don't know, about a half a cup of oil or so, and we're going to brown it. And the main purpose of it is this browning flour and all won't stay on it much whenever you get it in. Put it in the oven and cook it, but it makes the gravy much thicker. All right, let me move y'all over here where you can see. Okay, now I think y'all can see pretty good. And what we're gonna do is, after I've got this good and floured, we're gonna put it in this oil, and I've already had it heating, and we're gonna brown it on each side. Probably should have got a bigger skillet too, but that's okay. I'll clean up the mess. Got grease everywhere. Wash my hands. I turned it down, but it just don't seem to be going as low as I want it. Okay, we're going to let that brown up on each side, and I'll be back with you in a second to show you the next step. Okay, it's browned up good on both sides. Y'all see that? Okay. Now we're going to take my meat hook. I'm going to lift him up. Put him in my roasting pan. I changed out my roasting pan because my roasting pan looked a little bit small too. See if I can move this over here a little bit where y'all can see. Okay, and the next thing we're going to do is it calls for a small can of cream of mushroom soup, but we like lots of gravy, so I'm going to use a large can. We're just going to put that over the top of the roast, like so. And this is what makes your gravy, and I'm going to tell you, this is the best gravy ever. And because I'm cooking in a roasting pan, you know the steam escapes and it'll cook down. So we'll add a can of water. I'm going to put 1 can of water in it. And maybe a little more, we'll see. So let me finish showing you the steps. You just want to spread that on there a little bit. Ooh, slinging it. I'm a mess today. Okay, and the next thing we're going to do is add 2 packages of dry onion soup mix, Lipton Dry Onion Soup mix. There's 2 packages per box. And I'm going to use both of those. And we're just going to sprinkle that on top of the cream of mushroom soup and roast. This makes the best gravy ever, y'all. I think I could just mix up the cream of mushroom soup and lip dry onion soup mix and make me gravy with it, but then I wouldn't have them roast. It's just that good. Okay, that's that. Now, I'm going to add 2 bags of baby carrots, whole baby carrots, and you just want to put them around. 1 bag is probably enough, but I'll try to make enough to share. And we love carrots. Okay, and just kind of put them around in the pan. And then I chopped up, well, I didn't chop up, I cut up 2 onions in about that big size. Okay, I'm going to place those around in it. If you don't like onion, you don't have to put this, but it gives it a lot of flavor. They're usually cooked down to where you can't even see them too much by the time the roast is done. And I've got my oven preheating to 400 degrees. Okay, and the next thing we're going to add is I peeled potatoes. I use red potatoes, and I cut them up about that big. And I washed them off. I'm going to put those around. try to put my carrots on the bottom, so it seems like they cook a little bit better when they're on the bottom. And you know, carrots take a little bit longer to cook than potatoes and onions. Okay, saw the potatoes. I got me some hot water running over here. And we're going to add a can of hot water, just pour it around the sides. Okay. Matter of fact, I think I'll go ahead and add 2. Because like I said, with this type roaster, it'll evaporate out. Matter of fact, you might want to add, you know, check it periodically, and you might want to add a little more throughout cooking. We'll start with that. And then we're just going to put the lid on it and stick it in the oven. I'm not sure how long I cook it, because I just cook by watching stuff. And let me get you around here. I just cook by watching stuff mainly until it looks like it's done. The potatoes are done, the roast is done. And but I'll watch how long I cook it and let you know at the end when I'm showing you the final dish, and let you know how long I cooked it. But probably at least an hour, 2 hours, probably a little longer than an hour, depending on how big your roast is. Okay, so I'm gonna go and get this in the oven, and I'll be back with y'all in a little bit. Hey y'all, as you can see, I got very hot in them clothes. I had to go get comfy. But anyway, I just want to come back and let y'all see that the roast and carrots and potatoes are done, and it looks marvelous. It cooked about let's see, about 3 hours, and it might have been done at 2. I just wanted the gravy to thicken up a little bit, but I'm gonna flip it around and show y'all what it looks like. Doesn't that look good? And that gravy is so delicious. Look at it. Okay, y'all. I'm gonna go and we're gonna plate this up. When I plate it up, I'll come back and show you. Okay, y'all. Here's our dinner all plated up. Potatoes and carrots, rice with the gravy, roast, so tender. I also roasted us some Brussels sprouts and zucchini in the oven with just a little salt and pepper, a little agave. It's like a syrup. And some salt and pepper and garlic. Did I say that? Put it in the oven and baked it. And looks yummy. Now my husband's gonna give y'all a taste test. And here he goes, gonna taste this deliciousness. See how tender that roast is?
That's delicious. That's real good. Love it.
So he approves. Y'all hear it, y'all. Y'all go cook you something good to eat. Feed the soul and go for seconds. We'll see you on the next video. Bye for now.